this chapter, we're going to talk about how to brand yourself as a producer. What do you do to stand out in a crowd of producers who may all be great at what they do? How do you stand out? How do you brand yourself as a producer? I think the first obvious thing you can do is make dope beats consecutively. Get that out of the way first. So let's say that you've figured that part out and you have a sound and you're consecutively doing your thing. One of the things that we did when I was first starting was sample tags, adding your name into the beginning of the beat. I remember when I was first coming up, I came up at a time when the producers that I looked up to all produced whole albums. And after they produced whole albums, other people sought after their production and they would get work outside of that, but they always had like a group that they did a whole album for. I came in as a producer and I was down with a lot of groups, but I didn't have a whole album that I had produced. So I really felt like it was important that I got out there as much as I could. And at the time, that meant running around to a lot of studios physically, taking my music out there and showing up at studios and playing my beats in sessions when artists had recording sessions for their albums. And that was like where you would make a sale, I guess, or you would play a bunch of snippets of beats in the studio, and that was the way to get in the door, I thought, and it was, for a while, I felt like I had to produce for as many different artists as possible. And one of the ways that I was able to get my name out was with a little vocal sample where I chopped it up and made it go, Alchemist. And I used it kind of as a tag. I started looking at Nike or brands that have a really recognizable logo. And I thought about how I could make like an audio logo and almost like a signature, like an artist who on the bottom of their painting, they have their signature. And I did that, and it helped me get my name out there. There were other producers like Just Blaze who were doing a similar thing. And I think the science behind that is you want to brand yourself as a producer, and you want people to know when they hear the music that it's you. You want to build a reputation. And it doesn't just end with beats, unfortunately. So I think, being active, getting out there. A lot of producers have a guy who does the hustle for them. And if you're the type of artist that you're more comfortable staying in the studio doing the creative side and you really don't want to do the networking side of things, and you have a manager who can help you do that, that's also a good working relationship. And some guys do that, and they have maybe a guy who's down with them who can go take their beats and get placements and go out there and play their music for different artists. I was always adamant on going myself because I want to build a relationship with the artists, with the people who were the ones in between me and getting a check cut for an actual beat that you're selling. And that meant me going there and meeting the guys and finding out, okay, it's Fat Joe, who's, okay, Macho, okay, he's his guy, works with him, in between him, and then, okay, Reef, that's the guy at the label at Atlantic. So I would build my relationships